Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? Welcome back again. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done a live with this platform on Premier Leathercrafters. But I want to get right off into this because I want to show you guys something that I have found. Now, this is not going to be long, but it's going to help out a lot of crafters out there. It's going to help out a lot of you guys tremendously on where to buy your leather patterns. Now, again, being in this field that we are in, this industry that we are in, the biggest concern for a lot of people is the amount of money that is like scarce, especially when you're starting out in the leather crafting industry. There are a lot of, and what I'm doing here now is I'm typing in because I want you guys to look at this page but let me just start it like this way. And I'm going to stop and just get straight to it. Now, the biggest problem that a lot of intermediate and beginners and intermediate crafters have is the amount of money to start their business. And one of the biggest drawbacks, I mean, you just bought all your tools, you just spent a ton of money or a lot of money on your leather tools and your leather and getting your dyes, and you have all of these other things that you have to have in place in order for you to even do the craft. And then this craft is so vast, it's so big that a lot of times new managing monitors, okay, we're gonna call it that. A lot of times you have already stretched thin. You're already stretched thin. So this is why you guys tune in to Premier Leather Crafters, because and that's why you guys follow the cowboy, because I'm going to give you the information that you need in order to help make starting this craft a little bit less stressful, a lot less stressful. I'm going to tell you about the tools. You guys have followed me. You guys have already seen the videos and about how to make your learning what your tools can do for you. Different dye techniques, different products that's out there, that's available, and it's so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. Even when you go to your local leather supply store, I mean, everybody's telling you to buy this and buy that and buy this and buy this. Now, I'm not taking away from any leather crafting supply store out there, but they're in business to make money. So yeah, they're going to tell you that you need this. And then you're just going in there to buy the stuff, and they still don't tell you exactly how to use it. Sometimes the directions are so vague, you still are at a loss, and it's just trying to come up. But, you know, not just myself, but there are other leather crafters out there that's on YouTube, on social media, that you guys can tune in and watch. But the one biggest problem that I even had, you seeing all of these different products that people in leather pieces that people are making, and he was like, man, I really want to do that. And so a lot of times, miss some hairs. A lot of times, you want to buy the pattern. Hey, do you sell that pattern? And some of these people, man, they charging like, I mean, I get it, because you're only going to buy the pattern once, and you're going to use it multiple times. But as a beginner and an intermediate, you're still trying to figure out what your niche is in this business, and you just don't want to drop that kind of money on a pattern. So this is why you guys watch. This is why I'm going to tell you where you can find very, very inexpensive patterns. And the greatest part is these patterns are not paper, they're acrylic. So they're like a hard plastic almost. Yeah, they're a hard plastic. And you can use these over and over and over again. And some of them, a lot of them, a good majority of them are free. You just have to pay for the shipping and handling. So I'm hoping that I can share my screen with this platform. No, I don't want to edit the title and all that stuff. I want to share my screen. Pop out dashboard. Let me see what that's going to give me. I don't know if it's going to change. This is the first time that I've gone live. First time I've gone live using YouTube. So it's not like my other program or my other system to where I can, you don't have access to this feature. No, I don't have access to this feature. But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm just going to tell you, I wish that I could share my screen. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop a comment in there, and I will answer them as best as we can. But to go forward with this, I want you to, if you're watching this via your phone or via your computer or your laptop that you have at home, you guys can just type in this website and you will be able to see exactly the same places that I'm telling you where you can buy these patterns at a very inexpensive. Now, I'm not even the most expensive crafter out here because I just sell my patterns for 99 cents. Because again, I have been where a lot of you are now. And again, you see the stuff in the craftsmanship, like the gun holsters. Now, this pattern has been made years ago, a long time ago. And you guys have seen my other videos where I tell you how to even make your own patterns. You know, once you get it figured out, go inexpensive. You don't even have to go out there and buy poster paper and all of this stuff. Get the old cereal box or the old any poster type material that you have at home. Use it. The mashed potato box, the pancake box. Tear that stuff apart. It's cardboard. And once you tape it with clear packaging tape, here we go. You tape that with clear packaging tape. Now here, it was a Yingling box. And I took the Yingling box, tore it apart, made a purse pattern out of it. Now, this is very inexpensive. You've already paid for it when you went grocery shopping. But now, I'm going to tell you where you can get the acrylic patterns. They already come in this hard plastic. I dropped the info on another video previously. Temu. And if you guys are ready to type this in, TEMU, Thomas Edward Mary Umbrella, Temu. So, and when you get to Temu, now this is a very wide open site. You don't have to, I mean, you want to go in and create an account, especially if you're going to be buying multiple patterns and stuff like that. And key thing again, these are acrylic patterns. They're hard plastic. They're already pre-sized, pre-punched. All you have to do is lay these patterns on your leather material, trace it out, and boom, you are in the game. It takes a lot of the stress work away from you because your patterns are consistent, the same size every time. And if you guys are logged on and looking at Temu right now, you want to advance search. Once you get on the Temu, you want to advance search acrylic leather patterns. Acrylic leather patterns. And when you hit enter, you will see a whole laundry list of patterns. Everything from bifold wallets to long wallets. Everything from ornaments, leather, how to make leather ornaments. Christmas time, Christmas comes every year, the same time of year. If you are even serious about getting ready, if you want to start reselling this stuff, what you can do is start. I normally start in August prepping for Christmas orders because of the length of time and that you're going to be putting into these your crafts and your pieces. You want to give yourself enough time to finish them. So you have leather ornament patterns that's on here, iPod patterns, which is hot right now. Anybody with an iPhone or an Android phone, they still have the iPod or the AirPods. They call them AirPods if for Androids, and they're iPods for iPhones. But you have the patterns to make those cases right there. And these, again, fall into that small project category to where you can make a lot of these out of remnants, scrap leather. And you're making products for you to put out there to sell. Now, again, let me reiterate this. This is so you don't lose or you don't become discouraged with what to make, asking a lot of people about their patterns. Then you can just focus on the craftsmanship, the stamping, the carving. If you want to get off into leather carving, you can do that and put your attention and focus on that, as opposed to, well, man, what can I make? Boom, you can buy these patterns for the cheapie. Some of these patterns are free. You just have to pay for the shipping and handling. Now, the thing that I love about Temu is, one of the things that I love about Temu, not that it's just a vast amount of patterns that you can buy. That's the number one. Number two, the price. Number three, when you order from them so many times, then you build a rapport with those manufacturers to where, man, you can just go on there and you can win different prizes, win different discounts, things like that. I just went on earlier today, which made me do this live. I was on there earlier today. You have everything from purse patterns, leather briefcase patterns, dot bags. You guys saw in the previous video where I made this dot bag. Now, this was a pattern that I made myself out of the cereal box, but you can go on and get different size shaving bags or dot bags or cosmetic bags. And the acrylicness. Now, the only drawback to paper, let me drop this, put this feather in your hat. The only drawback to making your own patterns out of poster board and paper, even when you put cellophane packaging tape on there, they still wear out over a period of time, because you're putting that pencil or that pen and you're just going around it. So paper gets weak after a time frame. But with these acrylic, man, I wish I should have. Now I know the next time that I go live is to do it on my other podcast streaming platform, to where I can split the screen and you guys can see. I wish that you can see. Now, I told another viewer about Temu because he wanted to start making the custom leather hats. And I told him to go on the Temu, and you can buy these hats, these trucker style hats, for as low as $1 and some change. $10, $10, $12, you can get you 10 hats, and you have enough hats, and they come in different various colors and everything on that scale. So you don't even have to get all of them the same color. You can get different colors. And I'm going to tell you guys, you've been following me long enough to know that I practice what I preach. So these were all hats bought on Temu. You can get the different colors, black, navy blue, so forth. And you don't even have to spend $20. So now you can focus and put all of your attention into just working the craft. All you do then is just put your work, and this is where your time should be at. in perfecting or getting better at your craft, as opposed to spending a lot of money that you can put into better tools or buying different tools. Eventually, you guys will work up. And now, another great thing about Temu, they have leather tools on Temu. And I'm telling you, you guys, I'm sitting here looking at just to give you some more insights on what this is. I hope you guys can look at that Temu website. They got leather corn purses here, where you can make leather animal figurines out of. Man, I'm looking at some stuff that you just don't even see on Tandy. There is a custom lighter pattern already on Temu. And hold up. I made my own leather pattern. You guys have saw these before in another video. See, I made my own leather patterns for these big lighter cases, and Temu already has it on here for 78 cents. No, 89 cents. That's even cheaper than the patterns that I was selling. I was selling them for for 99 cents. But you can get them here on Temu for 89 cents. They're 10 cents cheaper. I'm not mad at the game, especially when it's in the cause of helping crafters save that money on the front end. You guys know my motto: minimize your spending on the front to maximize your profits on the back. They even have a pattern on here for leather baby shoes. Wow. Which, family, I can tell you right now, that is a business that's never going out of business. Two things in life is guaranteed. I'm telling you, these two things are always going to happen. People are never going to stop having relations and having babies, and people are never going to stop dying. Now, I haven't figured out anything that can apply to the leather world when people die, but those little baby shoes, that's one thing that you can sit and make as a small project and last forever. You will always have business with baby products. There's somebody having a baby shower or a baby reveal party right now in your city, in your town, in your county, wherever you are living at. Somebody's having those type of events and functions. And then here it is, a pattern that's for baby shoes, a little bit of baby shoes, soft bottom baby shoes. Now, I come from the era where we had those hard, oh my God, those hard bottom baby shoes, the white ones, the ugly ones. I mean, and they had a purpose, to give children a little bit more stability. But these soft baby shoes, while they're still in the baby carrier, these are a money maker. Now, this pattern is $2.11. Woo! And they even tell you how many patterns they've sold. Some of them, these things are selling too. 757 people have bought that pattern. You got wallet patterns here. What's the other? Clutch bags. Those are popular amongst the lady crafters, women leather crafters that's out here. Clutch bags. So that's an area. They even have the hair bow or the barrette leather patterns on here. Oh man, this is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. They even have the iPhone case leather pattern where you can buy the iPhone. Now, to get to, let me just give you guys another example of what they have. Women crossbody bag patterns, women's shoulder bag patterns, women handbag patterns. I didn't know that was a difference between a shoulder bag and a handbag. I thought they was all purses, so we just learned something new. Maybe that's just how they have them listed. Holsters. You can even get a gun holster pattern here. Wow. But you have these, ladies and gentlemen, to right here. I hope that, again, this is not going to be a long one. I'm not going to stay on here a long time. I just wanted to drop you guys this info so you will be able to just go on here and look. Just go on here and look and see all of the different things. They even have the trucker hat logo patterns that you can pre-buy. They're blanks and they're made to fit onto those trucker hats. Wow, that's nice. They even have a if you wanted to do a, now this is the first, I've never seen this. If you guys scroll on down to the bottom of that page, you will see where somebody made a leather bear doll, a soft doll. Now, I'm pretty sure you have to find out what type of stuff you're going to stuff inside of it. But if you want to make a custom leather stuffed bear, you can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. I can see this being made out of goat kid skin or that soft milled leather, kind of like the fabric material. And the pattern is already there. The pattern is $6. That is a very first. And I've been doing this, ladies and gentlemen, since 1995, and I have never seen a stuffed animal pattern. I've never seen a leather stuffed animal, not made by any crafter that I know. But yeah. And they're right beside this, they're selling the Faux leather, the Faux, that Naugahyde. So I'm assuming that they made this leather bear out of the Naugahyde material, which, again, if you're going to get into this business, do not purchase Faux leather. Faux is how it's spelled, is pronounced Faux or Naugahyde. Do not waste your monies on buying Naugahyde or Faux leather. That is a man-made material. When you can simply buy the here again, I've seen this done in quilting, the quilting industry, where people will take scrap fabric material that they made quilts out of, and then they make stuffed animals like the old school back in the Western days when they the seamstress used just rag strips and they stuffed the animals with that. Now that's where I have seen this done before, but it was the first time that I've seen it done with leather. So, but go on to Temu, ladies and gentlemen, temu.com. Go on there, fill out the. You can register if you want, but or you can just take a look, look around, and see what all they have available to you, and then even type in leather tools. So, and you can see a host of leather tools. You might even find some leather dye. Fibings, it's the same all over the world. Fibings is the same all over the world. So if they, instead of paying $9 for this in the US, now keep in mind, and I'm not hating on anybody, and I understand some of the mentality by US, I'm in the US, cool, great. But again, as a beginner or intermediate leather crafter, the importance of not blowing your budget when you're still trying to figure out where you fit into this leather industry. This is a broad industry, ladies and gentlemen. I just pulled out to where, even just say for the sake of the conversation, and I'm wrapping this up, even if you guys wanted to get off into making leather watch bands, small projects that can make you a lot of money, but they have these patterns to where you can buy them and you're not spending a whole bunch of money on leather, even out of a single shoulder. Ooh, do you know how many watch bands you can make out of a single shoulder? Just 6 to 8 square feet of 1.5 to 2 ounce leather. See, again, you got the pattern that you're just duplicating over and over again. And now the hot thing that's selling around the industry now is Apple Watch bands. Ooh, do you know? Go on to Etsy and see just how much leather crafters are selling Apple Watch bands for. You're talking $75 for the bands after somebody's already spent $200-300 on the Apple Watch. They're dropping another 75 on a custom leather watch band. Now, just for those who want to get off into that space, nurses. Ooh, yeah. Nurses will be your number one customer because they have those Apple Watches. Now, one, because they can talk on their watch. It's synced to your Apple, to your iPods or your AirPods. You can sync your Apple Watch to your headphones now. So while you're in there in the nursing field doing whatever, blah, 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 phone ring, but it's your watch. So now you got a custom watch band that's made for the Apple Watch, and you can buy those patterns as well as the clips. Now, if you're getting into this space, Apple Watches or those iPhone watches, they have a custom clip. It's not just your standard watch pins, but they sell those Apple Watch or iPhone or Apple Watches and the clips, they sell them on Temu. Let your fingers do the walking. Hey, family, I hope that you guys got enough out of this little quick short drop. Again, I won't be doing live on YouTube, not through YouTube again, because I really wanted you guys to see that split screen to where you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And that way, that's just the value that I like to give. There are a lot of people out here that just talk the service or they just talk it, but I like to show you guys what I'm talking, because seeing is believing. I don't care what else is going on in society. When you see it, then that was as valid. It validates. So, and then once you validate that, then it confirms what I have just told you. Please go on to Temu.com. If you're looking at it on your phone, go to the app store, with whoever you carry. If you got an iPhone, you're going to go to the Apple store. If you got Android, you just go to your regular Google store or your app store. Type in Temu, and then you can download the app. And it's free. Don't cost you anything to set up on that platform. And then just look at all of the stuff, the patterns that you can get. Man, you can just take your game, even if you're not too savvy or too good at the tooling or the leather carving, you can make just a lot of plain leather products. All of your customers don't want designs or stamp work in there. All of your customers don't want their name on something. They just want that real, authentic leather. And you got it right there. Just a plain black or brown or chocolate brown briefcase that's all leather, and you got the pattern to make that. I think they call it a attaché case when it's soft. When it's that rectangular box, that's the briefcase. But just a soft shoulder attaché case, just solid leather, and you got the hardware to apply for it, you can make a mint. Just with plain leather, no tooling, no stamping, no carving, none of that. And just, I would definitely encourage you to put your logo on it. That's probably about the most stamping that you will do, is to come up with your maker's mark or logo. But other than that, you can make a lot of money just off of plain leather work. Thank you guys for rocking with me these 30 minutes. Didn't really want to keep you this long, but I just want to give you guys that push to know that, hey, look, you don't have to spend a lot of money on buying patterns, especially if you're buying them from your leather craft store. I mean, my God, a book right now, just a book of patterns, you're going to drop anywhere from $15 to $20, and you can pick up 10 different patterns, 10 to 20. And then if you get lucky and play that little spin wheel game where it gives you 30, 50% off, 75% off, man, you can pick up patterns for a little or nothing. I'll see you guys on the other side. Keep crafting Keep crafting, minimize your spending on the front end to maximize your profits on the back end. I'm the Leather Cowboy right here, Premier Leather Crafters. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe and hit the little bell, and it tells you guys every time that I drop one of these videos out here. Next project that's coming up is, I guess, I'm going to be doing several projects, but the next one that you guys video will see will be this purse pattern here. And that's exactly what this pattern is, made out of the England box. I made this leather purse right here. And this is going to be a fun project, man. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.